Okay, here's an example of one trade. You're just seeing basically a blank screen right now. I've got other charts open that essentially told me that right in here was going to be a good entry. I wasn't even here on this candle, so I waited till the second candle to get in, and bought a little bit on a retrace here, which is another thing you should always think about at a bare minimum. Is once you hit a line, if you do, you'll bounce a little bit anyway, and that's what happened here. Basically, it bounced a little bit off, so I was able to get a little better entry than where it's at. Not looking for miracles here. This is only about a 7 or 8 pip trade. This is another line up here, so I'm trying to trade between the two lines. It took a couple of minutes, and then boom, I was already 4 pips in profit. Still there, still waiting to see if we can make the final push here. About 3 more pips. It's the Tuesday after Christmas. That would make this the 27th of December. Volume is still pretty light. Not a lot of big activity going on here this morning. In fact, the pound yen, which prior to Christmas and certainly for the last 3 or 4 months has been a 200, 300 pip daily range quite often. Much smaller range today. So it just tells me there's not a lot going on. So I'm not swinging for the fences. I'm not trying to get 30 pips on a trade. I do want to see this one go up to to get to the 7 pips, 8 pips, whatever that works out to being. It's from 85 to 92, so I guess that's 7 pips. And we got close, but like I said, the volume isn't here today, nor is the volatility. So we'll just have to sit here and see what happens. So I'm running out of things to say, so I think I'm probably just going to pause the video, wait and see how this one turns out, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap it up. Okay, we back. It took a couple of minutes to come the wrong way. We came right back down, essentially right back to where our line was at. We bounced. We're back up. We're just a couple of pips away. One thing I will say is if I get within a pip of the line and we're showing any hesitancy of actually touching my target, I will exit. I will manually exit and take myself out, because I am not going to watch 6 or 7 pips profit turn back into 0 because suddenly price has run into a line that I don't know about. And they have those out there. We do our best to draw the lines we know about, but you're still going to run into price points now and again where price just stalls out, doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. And there appears to be no rhyme nor reason to it. Well, the reason is there's enough people sitting there with buy and sell orders parked that you've kind of run into an invisible wall, and and that's trading. You're not always going to get everything you want, so you're not going to win them all. And in this case, we won this one, so yay us. So just that's one example. I'll get you 2 or 3 more today, and hopefully we'll have something to show for it by the end of the day. So we'll be back shortly with another video. Okay, we are in a new trade here. Price has come up and touched the zeros. In fact, it's actually gone past the zeros just a hair so far. I'm going to basically count on the zeros holding, although we can't see this thing go up to maybe 4 or 5 before it bounces back. So far, though, it looks like zeros are going to hold. I'm not expecting a lot of pips out of this trade. I would expect 5 or 6, maybe get back down to 90, and with the current spread, that would make about an 8 or 9 pip trade if we can get there. So let's see what happens. Stop is here at about 12, so about a 12 pip stop. Even if it only falls back 5 or 6 pips, I think I would just I would be happy to take that. I'm not really going to put a take profit in here to aim for, because I don't want to set it maybe looking for 5 and have it go all the way down and give it back 10 pips, which it is very common to occur, especially when you're banging off the zeros. And we haven't touched these zeros in a little while. I think it's been, I'm not even sure we had it this session. I'll have to go back and take a look, but it's something that I would expect to see continuing in our favor, in spite of the fact we have been in pretty much a decent uptrend for the last 30 or 45 minutes. Still expecting to see it come back. So I'm just going to pause the video here, and we'll come back when something's been happening. I'm back. Oh, I hadn't planned on coming in this early, but I did want to point something out here. This was the earlier trade that we took, picked up 7 or 8 pips, got to 92. Actually got to 92 about right here. Our entry was back over here right about the point that price took up. So really, we were never really in a drawdown situation. You know, it pretty much stayed positive for the whole trade. We exited at 92. I had to take profit here because that's where a line was at. I wasn't really paying close attention because somebody came in to visit me right about the time that we exited that trade, and I was talking with him for a few minutes, but we came back down, touched the line, and we bounced again. There was another easy 8 pips sitting there that I did not take because I was busy talking to someone else. And as it stands now, we're up about 5 pips on this trade. I'm not sure I'm going to let it go much farther than this. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take. So I got with the little move back up, which is pretty consistent. I picked up another 4 pips or so. And that's just to bounce off the zeros. So we'll see what happens here from here on out. But I mean, right now we're up about 13, 14 pips. Been trading for about 45 minutes on what is no, actually about 30 minutes, I guess it is. On what has been a very, very slow day, but has been a day that has acted and reacted just exactly how I'd expect it to do when you're starting to run into some of these lines. So we'll come back and see if we can pick up another trade. I'd like to get over 20 for the day, so I'm going to need to get about 8 or 9 on the next trade to make that happen. But let's see where the market takes us. Okay, we're back here. You see I'm into another trade now. This is in fact a buy trade. I bought about 02, I think is what it is. 026, 025, something like that. The reason for the buy is we bounced off of the zeros. If you recall, I got out here. I'd only picked up about 4 pips. I think we saw 5 and change as our best, sort of our best case scenario here. What you can't see on here is we have a resistance line sitting at 10. So in fact, I probably shouldn't. I will put a take profit in at 144.10 under the idea that we're going to get up to R1. In fact, I'll probably put it in at 11 because I need 9 pips. I got in at 2. Getting out at 11 would be 9 pips. That would put me at 20 for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll come back in a few minutes when something is happening. All right, we're back, and you see we're less than a pip away from the promised land here. There's absolutely no reason it can't touch it. It shouldn't touch it. There it is, and we're out. So that was 9 pips on that trade. We picked up 7 on the first, 4 on the second, 9 on the third. It is 9:51. I placed the first trade at 9:15, so basically about 35, 36 minutes. 20 pips on what is a very casual and frankly not very exciting trading day. You can see that there just isn't all that much going on, and yet we're still able to get some very, very easy pips out of this market. And in fact, had I, as I mentioned before, had I not been distracted and missed out on a move here, we would have been out much earlier because that was another 7 or 8 pips right there, which would have been easily hit given the nature of the presence of the lines and the fact that price is just behaving normally as it normally does between these lines. So anyway, that just gives you an idea of what you can do. And if you like the idea of spending less than, or maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, I mean, every day is different. But if you like the idea of not sitting here for, hours and hours and hours looking for something to happen and want to be able to start catching, pretty much all of these moves, nearly all of them are easily identified. In fact, what you're seeing now is a bounce off of what is essentially is resistance 1, a number that a whole bunch of traders will have on their charts essentially, and so we could have sold them and actually be up a couple of pips right now as a result. So all of these moves are for a reason, and with these lines you can tell what the reason is probably 80-85% of the time. So If that interests you, then just look down at the bottom of this page and click the Buy Now button, and we will see you on the inside. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.